Hi guys, in this episode of Ready K, I'm gonna be reacting to the new comeback of the girl group Oh My Girl with their song Real Love. But before we get into the reaction, I do want to talk about something in relation to this girl group that I realized recently. That being how many of their title tracks I actually have in my playlist. Because wow, I've been listening to Oh My Girl even before I started doing reactions to K-pop stuff back in 2019, and even to this day, I still can't really tell you their like cohesive musical identity and what it is. It really seems to me that they tend to release like good title tracks and stuff, but it's a little bit rarer for them to really stick in my mind and for me to listen to them very frequently. Because off the top of my head, there's like what 2 or 3 songs of theirs that I can actually remember and I have listened to quite a lot. I think they have a song called Liar Liar, or was that another group? Give me a second to check. No, they do have a song called Liar Liar, and it's one of the earliest K-pop songs that I heard. There's Oh My Girl Banana with the Banana Allergy Monkey, which I really like that song. And I guess there's the relatively recent song of like Dun Dun Dance that I reacted to. So there's a lot of songs of theirs that I've heard, but not a lot of their songs stick in my head. So I'm curious where this song in particular is going to end up going. And maybe I gotta go back and rewatch some of those music videos and maybe check out some B-sides, because considering how many of their songs seem to strike a chord with me, more or less, but not really get stuck in my head, I feel like at this point I have to give them the opportunity to really leave an impression on me. So if you guys want me to check out some Oh My Girl B-sides, definitely let me know in the comments down below, so I know there's a demand for reaction like that, because I definitely have interest to do so. It's just a matter of when, because there's a lot of albums that I've decided that I'll have to react to, so it might be a little bit before I actually sit down and do it, but I definitely am interested to. Yeah, without further ado though, let's get into what you're actually here for, that being my reaction to Real Love in 3, 2, 1. And she looks so good. Is that the hook of the song? I mean, it's catchy, don't get me wrong, but it kind of feels a little too low energy. I don't know if it's the fact that I'm a little tired or that I reacted to this very late, but I wish for something a little bit more energetic, man. I will try to judge the song by the standard it has set for itself though. And the song so far definitely sounds catchy and sounds memorable, so there's that. And the outfits are pretty good. Just feels like this song is better off for the summer though. But man, the visuals in this music video are so good. and they just keep getting better. Every outfit is better than the last, I swear to God. Okay, how many variations of a red dress could you possibly be wearing, guys? Oh my god, they look so good. I honestly can't tell you which red dress is my favorite. Yeah, okay. So I gotta say, right off the bat, despite my issues and nitpicks about this song, I'm surprised by how much I actually like it. Because like I was kind of totally expecting, like when we started hearing the hook of the song again and again and again, I was totally ready to kind of, for the song to kind of completely fall apart for me personally, and not really entertain me, but it was surprisingly compelling. The more I listened to it, it was still surprisingly compelling. So that was actually kind of interesting. And still, I still don't like that pillow part, because two reasons. It sounds a little offensive, or I don't know if offensive is necessarily the right word, but it sounds a little gross, because there is a certain word in my language that sounds very close to that, or it's practically that pronunciation is practically that word, and it just feels a little weird for me to hear it in a song like this. It's just weird. But on the other hand, things, I don't know, it just bothers me. I don't like that specific sounding word as a hook. Other than that, I like the instrumental of the song. I think the verses are actually really compelling, more so than the chorus in my opinion. And the visuals of the music video are great, and the outfits are great, the girls look amazing. Probably one of the best looks they've ever had. So overall, this is actually pretty good. I actually like this release quite a lot. I still don't really think I'm going to listen to this outside of this reaction though, just because it hasn't really impacted me that much. But honestly, I wouldn't mind listening to it outside of this reaction. It's just that I feel like I'm not going to. But yeah, still, before I say my final thoughts, we're obviously going to react to it a second time. So without further ado, let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. I do like that it instantly gets you in that chorus though. And again, if we ignore my nitpicks for that specific hook and the word they're using, or at least pronunciation they're using, it's a very instantly catchy kind of song. Like at first I was like a little weak, it felt a little weak to me, but on the second listen already feels just fine, you know? Like it really feels like I underrate this group a lot. Like I could kind of sometimes completely forget about them, but sometimes I completely forget how good they are. Because they've been around for quite a while at this point. And they're not just like a cutesy girl group. Like their songs are genuinely like good, you know? But I kind of completely forget about that often. And yeah, even for the chorus, outside of that pillow word, it sounds pretty good. I love those red dresses. I don't like whoever was that with the deep voice here. Right. Seeing them so happy and smiling so much makes me happy. It's definitely a very infectious kind of song. Okay, I definitely know what's gonna be the thumbnail. Okay, so that was Oh My Girl's Real Love, huh? Overall, like I said, it's a very enjoyable. I think it's a very catchy song. I love the visuals. I love the effort put into this, and this definitely feels like a high quality release. But if we're talking about my personal feelings for this, as catchy as I find it, like I said, I'm probably not gonna listen to it outside of the reaction. It's good. Hell, even like the verses are catchy, but for me that pillow part, it just bothers me way too much for me to really be able to listen to the song. And also it is a little bit too cute for my taste. I usually don't listen to these kind of songs, and then you include the fact that it's like a more of a slower and mellower kind of song, which again is another opposite of what I actually enjoy listening to. So there's a lot of those things that pile onto this song to kind of prevent it from really being a song that I'll listen to. But ignoring all those like nitpicks and personal botherings with this song, it is actually a really good release. Like I actually like this more. I think, or should I say no? I think this is objectively better than Dun Dun Dance, but I feel like Dun Dun Dance is a little bit more enjoyable for me, at least in retrospect, because it's a little bit more of like it's a slightly more energetic song. While this feels more like this leans more towards like a ballad kind of thing, while Dun Dun Dance was just like a cutesy pop song, you know? So even though I feel like I had issues with Dun Dun Dance when it was released, in retrospect, I like more what that was doing compared to this, but I feel like this was ultimately better than that, so yeah, I don't know. In terms of rating though, I think I'm actually gonna give it probably a 10 out of 10 for this. Like the visuals alone, I feel like really make me want to give it a 10 out of 10. I really love the visuals of this song and the vibe that I'm getting from the girls. Like it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel so comfortable and so comfy. I love it. I really do love it. And for the song itself, even that feels very comforting and very mellow and very soft. But like I said, ultimately it's not really going to be a song that I'm listening to, so I'm kind of a little split whether I should give it a 9.9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, so whichever rating you prefer to go with, just speak that. Because I feel like a 10 out of 10 needs to be reserved for at least when I'm a little blown away by the release of a song. And I don't really feel blown away by this. Maybe a little bit for the visuals, but not really for the song itself. For the song itself, it's definitely above my expectations, but not mind-blowingly so, you know? But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about this song? Comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Sanchez. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out, there is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account where you can pledge support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!